That was a solo from our hit song, Do You Like Bananas? Sold negative 333,000 copies in the US alone and made us go $17 billion in debt. Now I'm going to show you how to play that solo step by step in an easy, orderly fashion. First, what you do is you put your 5th finger on the 4th fret and you play the E string, and that's how you tell if you're in tune. If you're not in tune, then you should probably check and make sure that you're in tune. Okay, so anyway, now that you're in tune, what you do is you put your 1st finger on the 14th fret on the D string, but you actually don't. So you do this. I'll repeat that again. So now I'll go over it again in case that was a little bit too difficult for the beginner player. See, the best thing to do in a situation like this where you're soloing way up here on the neck is to come down here and play a G chord. So you just play a G like that. So basically the first few notes of the solo should be started with the G chord. And when you speed it up, that's slowed down a lot. When you speed it up, it should sound like this. This is what it should sound like when you speed it up. It's kind of difficult at first, but it's kind of easy after you get it really good. It's not that hard. Really all it takes is a little bit of discipline and self-control. So now for something totally unrelated to that, the solo in Train to Hell. In order to do the sweep in the beginning of that, I'm going to show you how it should go. It's kind of like this. So when you play that fast, it should sound like something about like this. Just for another little thing, I think this is a great finger exercise. The way you do it is what you do is you get your on the 5th fret on the G string, put your 1st finger there, and your 3rd finger goes on the 7th and your pinky on the 9th. So when you do something like that, it sounds pretty cool. And a good exercise to combine with that is this one. When you combine those two finger exercises, what you'll get is something that sounds a little like this.
In the genre of metal, the use of the power chord is a huge influence on their music. Here are the basic power chords that you need to become a rock star. First is the G flat power chord. It's played here at G sharp. Just go like this. That is the G flat power chord. This is the A minor, B flat pentatonic 7D. And this is the W. When played together, they should sound a little bit something like this. You may have heard this song. It's actually Smoke on the Water. one huge tool used by musicians in the metal genre is the palm mute. Usually a chord sounds something like this, but when you palm mute it, it sounds like this. You see, the reason why it's called a palm mute is you go like this. To do a palm mute, you put your fingers in the completely wrong spot and thrust your palm out, and it sounds good.
Another popular thing of the metal genre in the world of guitar playing for metal is the hammer. What you'll see commonly happening amongst guitar players while they're playing live is they like to put two hands on the fretboard as opposed to just one. And what they'll do is they'll put, say, your first finger on the 5th fret of the R string, and then they'll do this, which actually is very metal. So basically what you'll get after you do this is in slow motion how it's supposed to happen. It should sound something like this. And that's how you hammer. Another thing commonly seen by metal guitar players is you'll see them using what's called a slide. It's normally used for bluegrass and country styles, but can sometimes be very metal. When applied to the 3rd fret on the E and A string together to form a 4th power chord, and then picking, it'll make an awesome metal noise to sound like this. For instance, here is our song Do You Like Bananas played on slide guitar. And here's our solo.
Lately, a big part of metal is the breakdown. It's usually seen in hardcore bands, but it could be metal too. Here's how you do it. You go like this, and then you palm mute it the different way, the worst way. You go like this. That's the first step. Now, the second step is you go. It should sound something like this. The third step, which is very important,